Today we will talk about astrology diets. Now, a problem we all have and face basically sometime in our lives. Our bodies talk to us, we must learn to listen to what it's trying to tell us. If we feel pain, it is a sign that our body's trying to tell us something. Something is wrong. Okay, pain doesn't just happen because it happens. Maybe there's an infection. Maybe there's something that we need to be aware of. If we gain weight also, and if we don't feel good, well, it's the same way. It's our body speaking to us. We, as people, have to learn how to interpret those. We have to learn that anything, and we have to visualize what will happen. So I will give you an astrological diet so you can have a balanced and more nutritional diet as it pertains to each of the zodiac signs. Of course, consult always your doctor, because this is just a general, astrological diet, but you always should consult a doctor before. As you know, each sign has its own element, and elements have its own nutritional behavior. Each sign is ruled by a bodily organ, which therefore is why each sign should eat certain foods. The important thing is to live a healthier lifestyle. Our body is our temple. The soul is immortal, but our body is mortal, and therefore we must care for it. If we don't take care of it, we will have less time during this reincarnation on Earth. To start a diet, I recommend you to do basically during the half moon, not during a full moon, because when you are during a full moon, you tend to gain weight. The trick is to do a diet slowly, because the faster you lose it, the faster you gain it. To change the metabolism, one thing that I would recommend for you to do every morning is to drink some warm water with some lemon. So now let's first address the different characteristics of each of the elements. Fire. Those under the fire element signs are Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Your weakness for these signs are fast foods, sweets, and alcohol. This is greatly affecting your kidney circulation, your body circulation, and cellulite. Now, I recommend for these element foods such as fish, duck, beans, rabbit, soy, grapes, apples, mandarins, watermelons, and spinach. Now, for the earth element, and those under the earth sign are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Your weakness for these are you tend to have a slower metabolism, you tend to be a couch potato. In other words, you tend to live more of a sedentary life. My recommended foods are calcium-rich foods, almond milk, coconut milk, fish, tuna, salmon, shrimp, pumpkin, celery, and some varied fruits. Why? Because they tend to increase the overall energy. Now, the air elements and other those signs are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Your weakness is lack of discipline and organization with their diets. They're all over the place. So for these foods, I recommend foods such as water. Try to eat every 3 hours, since you lack an organization, if you have to eat every 3 hours. Rice, legumes, fish, cucumbers, mango, mushrooms, melons, and papaya. And least but not lastly, water. The water element, and those signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Now, for the water element, the weaknesses are the emotions, obviously. The water signs are known for the emotions. It affects what they eat. They tend to retain water. So the recommended foods are control your emotions, red meat, shrimp, fish, chicken, eggs, cheese, and seaweed. Now, we're going to start with the zodiac signs, more specifically to the zodiac signs and what it pertains to their diet. Aries. Aries, you are ruled by your mind, so you must eat smaller meals in the morning and exercise at night. You have to visualize yourself thin, Aries. Cheeses are good for you. You have a tendency to burn calories, so make sure you eat foods high in iron and minerals. Eat raw veggies. Fruits like apples, pears, and bananas give you much needed potassium. Try to lower your salt intake. Your sign is ruled by Mars. And you are favored in losing weight by exercising. You tend to be an active sign. Taurus, though. Taurus, you tend to enjoy foods. You tend to enjoy gourmet foods. You tend also to live a more sedentary lifestyle. Couch potato, watching TV, and enjoying a gourmet dinner. So you have a sensitive palate and you love the finer things in life. However, sugar, Taurus, is your enemy, and you must limit them. Try to eat strawberries and other types of berries rich in antioxidants. If you don't like fruits, then why don't you take some vitamin supplements or fiber, so there's no excuse for you not to be taking one of these in. You must also do any kinds of exercise for 30 minutes a day. That's all it takes. Taurus, you are a very social sign, so going to the gym will work out for you instead of maybe walking outside by yourself. You're going to get bored easily. Fish will help tone your body. To minimize hips, try to stand up more and not sit so much, and limit your red meats and eat more eggs and legumes and fish. Now Gemini. Geminis are naturally thin. They're very active. Gemini, you like eating, but eating on the go. You're very disorganized, so you're going to have a diet where you're going to eat every 3 hours. You also should have some fruit after dinner. You have a tendency to expand in your stomach and hips area due to the circulation. Try to let out your emotions because they will bring you some anxiety. And one trick that a lot of people and experts recommend is for you to chew your food 33 times before swallowing. Like I said, you tend to be very active. You don't take your time. So patience, even in the way that you eat, can help you lose weight. Vitamin C also will help you fight off any infection and burn some calories. Cancer. Cancers, you have a tendency to fill out in your belly and in arms. You must get rid of the carbs and you'll see how quickly you will lose weight. So that's the good news. The bad news is you have to get rid of the carbohydrates and the sweets. The good news is that once you do, you tend to lose the weight fairly easy. You are also a sedentary sign, so any type of exercise, which is good, will quickly help you lose the weight. You're a sign that entertains itself very easily. You don't need anybody to entertain you, but you're also a sign that gets bored very easily. So a good diet for you is one high in iron and vitamin K. Fruit and lactates are good for you also. You are ruled by the stomach because your emotions are all hindered there. You tend to retain fluids, obviously being Cancer, the moon, and a water sign, especially during a full moon. So to get rid of the water inflammation, try to drink some pineapple juice or tea. But overall, make sure that you're drinking water, and that's going to help out, wash away, and cleanse the emotions that you bottle up. Leo. Leo tend to be thinly built, but you are a sign that eats a lot. It is a very elegant sign, and you tend to eat just to eat. Not just because you're hungry, but because you can. Since you're an intense sign, it is easy for you to overeat. Try to avoid red meats. Your better diet is not to feel pressured and to look at yourself in the mirror, because you know mirrors don't lie. You won't like the way you look. Massages can help detoxify your fat. Obviously, you like being praised. Spa and vapor baths can also help you. Try to, reduce your coffee and alcohol intake. Eat foods lower in cholesterol. You tend to rein the heart, and so that's why you have to take care of your heart and watch your cholesterol levels. Virgo, you need someone to help you exercise. Virgos are not the type of person that are going to do exercising on their own. They're really going to need somebody to push them to do it. So I would recommend that a Virgo hires a physical trainer to help them exercise, especially in the morning time, maybe 3 times a week. So not a lot, but a little goes a long way. Diets are hard for you because you get bored of them. Be patient and take it slow. Try to cleanse your soul first. Stop criticizing yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. Purge your body. Don't eat 2 hours before bedtime. If you must eat before bedtime because you're hungry, eat something citric. Breakfast for you will be the most important meal since you're a very, very hard worker, so you need that energy from the first meal of the day, which is breakfast, to get you through the day. Take your fiber as well. And you don't believe in diets, obviously, but this is the minute that you realize you have gained weight, then you're a firm believer of one. Libra, you tend to gain lots of weight. You like to sit and enjoy the food. You drink lots of water, which is what I would recommend, and try to eliminate or reduce carbohydrates and interchange them with protein. Try not to drink so much sodas or sweets, which I know Libras really enjoy, but sugars cause you to gain weight. You're also a sign that is very undecisive. Exercise in the gym is definitely a much more better fit for you due to your social nature. You're reigned by their kidneys, so try to keep them top shape, which means drink lots of water and obviously reduce alcohol. Alcohol affects kidneys, you know, it depletes them. So another thing that I would also recommend is eating artichokes. They're extremely healthy and they work really well for Libras. Overall, Libras try to find a balance in their life, and that's what you need to be focusing on, especially when it comes to diet. You need to have a very well-balanced diet. Scorpio. Scorpio, you have to stop going through the fridge and eating out of anger and frustration. You have to stop eating sweets and chocolate and things as such, and once you have gained weight, because it is hard to take it off. Have the willpower. You can do it. Remove alcoholic drinks from your diet. Scorpios have, you know, a tendency to gain it very quickly. Scorpio women usually have a broad, manly back in general, so try to eat less so you don't appear so much more manly. Sauna is a good alternative for you to help eliminate the toxins of your body. You need a rigorous diet since you're an impulsive individual. You are a sign very difficult to control, so it is really up to you, Scorpio. You're a sign that gains weight by the nose, which means if it smells good, you're going to want it either, whether you're hungry or not. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you must watch your dinners. That's pretty much your biggest downfall. Try to base it largely on protein and you will see how you will lose the weight. If you have cravings, for example, especially in the evening time, try to drink a glass of warm milk and go straight to bed. Try to sleep. That's the best thing you can do. Exercising benefits you in the morning time rather than the evening because exercising is something that's going to help you burn a lot of calories a lot faster. I would recommend you exercising in the open outdoors space. That's more your thing. You're more of an outdoorsy person than a gym person. You give in to fast foods, so try to avoid the temptations. Eat foods that are steamed, obviously not fried. You love sweets. That is your weak point. So you need to recognize that. Jupiter is your sign and it makes you grow not only in an emotional, personal way, but it's also it can help you grow weight-wise too, so watch that. Sagittarius tend to gain weight in their buttocks area, so there are some things that you can do to try to avoid this. Now Capricorn. Capricorn, try to drink some warm water in the morning with some lemon, as I mentioned earlier. This will help detoxify your body. You tend to suffer a lot with your legs, so strengthen them by walking more. You're a very negative sign, which causes you to gain some weight. Outdoors exercises benefit you rather than you working out in a gym setting. Take your dog out for a walk. Walk with your loved one, friends. That's something that will encourage you to keep active. Eat high foods and energy and calcium. You can have problems, Capricorn, with your bones, so eating foods high in potassium and calcium will help strengthen your muscles as well as your bones, since you're a little bit fragile on those. Just be careful with your joints. That tends to also be a hindering point for Capricorns. Add some dry fruits and cereals to your diet. You really need to have a very strict regimen diet in order for you to lose weight. And you're just going to have to find the willpower deep down inside you, Capricorn. Aquarius, you are a future-like sign. You love the internet and therefore you become very sedentary, spending time on the internet all the time. Walking at night helps you find peace. Since you're so wrapped up in the internet, you really don't have time to think about foods as much. So you need to eat and force yourself to eat every 3 hours, not when you're just hungry, because then you tend to overeat. Your weakness is any type of frozen appetizers and foods. You must get rid of them, as well as red meat. You drain the circulation. Red meats clog your circulation, so that's why I would definitely go against those. Eat food high in iron and fish, Aquarius. And last but not least, we have Pisces. Pisces, you tend to be a sign with very skinny legs and a very big belly. Obviously, a lot of people don't see that as appealing. You want to get rid of sugars and carbohydrates, Pisces. I know it's hard, but you're going to have to do it. Exercising in the morning is crucial, and you must sleep at least 8 hours at night. That's definitely going to help you balance out the hormones during the nighttime, which will help facilitate your calorie burning. Eliminate salt, sodas, and junk food as well. Reduce fatty foods such as red meats, and eat foods higher in vitamin B and vitamin D. Fish and seaweed Obviously, you being Pisces, your sign being a fish, is excellent for you since Neptune is your ruler. Try to include lots of fruits into your diet as well, Pisces.